Now, things are getting quite chaotic within the United States, but with the emergence of the Trump administration, there's shockwaves felt beyond America, including in Panama, which is the topic of this discussion. First, please take a look at this. In Japan, Panama isn't usually talked about much, but President Trump suddenly declared during his inauguration speech that he would take back the Panama Canal. Without knowing the background, it might seem like Trump is saying something outrageous again, claiming another country's critical infrastructure as America's own. However, if you understand the situation in Panama, it's akin to the tension during the Cuban Missile Crisis when nuclear war seemed imminent. So, let's talk about what's happening in Panama. Recently, there's been plenty of coverage in Japanese media, so most of the basic information is known. Panama is participating in China's Belt and Road Initiative, which has made the U.S. wary of the close relationship between Panama and China. While this is broadly reported, let's get into more specifics. Panama severed diplomatic ties with Taiwan in 2017 and joined the Belt and Road Initiative the following year, in 2018. At this point, it's easy to imagine that influential figures within the Panamanian government might have been influenced by the Communist Party. 2018 was also during Trump's first term, marking the clear onset of U.S. China rivalry. At that time, Yoshiichi Matsu, an international politics scholar, stated this was the beginning of a new Cold War, which made sense with what foreign media were saying. But recently, he's been making pro-China statements, making me wonder about his sense in choosing sides amidst escalating U.S.-China tensions. With this backdrop, Panama has been deepening its relationship with China, leading to major projects led by Chinese companies. For instance, the development of areas near the Panama Canal by Chinese firms, which has been reported in Japan, has caused unease in the U.S., but there's more to it. Looking at a map of Panama, the Panama Canal is not entirely man-made but includes natural waterways. Near where the canal meets the sea, a free trade zone has been developed, and the port operations there are controlled by a Chinese company called CMP Group, linked to the colossal state-owned China Communications Construction Company, CCCC, directly under Communist Party control. This gives China significant control over the canal's entry and exit points, which is just the tip of the iceberg regarding Belt and Road projects in Panama. There's also a high-speed rail plan connecting Cologne and Panama City, and Chinese companies like Trina Solar and Jinko Solar are entering the renewable energy sector, which is critical infrastructure. Moreover, Panama's 5G network is being built by Huawei, which has faced significant pushback from Trump's administration in its smartphone business but continues its infrastructure activities worldwide. From the U.S. perspective, the Panama Canal is crucial for trade and military strategy. If Panama falls under heavy Chinese influence, it's not something the U.S. can ignore. Trump's statement about reclaiming the canal can be seen in this light, not just as an aggressive claim but as a response to China's strategic moves in Panama. This has led to quick changes in Panama. Within a month of Trump's administration starting, Panama decided not to renew its participation in the Belt and Road Initiative, potentially even cutting ties with Chinese companies sooner. This scenario might repeat in other Latin American countries, where many have close ties with the Chinese Communist Party, especially those with strategic or resource-rich significance. As for Japan, there are concerns about Chinese influence in politics. While the Biden administration might have been more lenient, under Trump, there could be active measures to counter this influence. Lastly, my sister and I had stewed udon at Yamamoto-ya recently, where we discussed Japan's relationship with the U.S. under the current government. She simply said, "Gel is no good." By the way, I uploaded a video about stewed udon on the Red channel, so if you're interested in what Aichi's stewed udon is like, check out the link in the video description. That's all for today's talk. See you in the next video.